Welcome back to another exciting edition of Sheepy Hollow, and we have an unboxing today. And let me see how we have an Acaso 50 Elite, which is these cameras that I've been using, but I don't use the highest resolution. I drop it down one. I know you want to be in on the action now, but let's have a look-see and see what we got in the box here. This is actually the third one I've opened. What do you want? Yeah, what's your figure? What's your figure there, boy? Huh? You're a white boy. Ha-ha, he says. So this is integrated with a wireless network, and I haven't had much success with the quite a bit of it actually. Even getting the box open. Come on. There. So, here's the camera, right here. Hey, why don't you just sit down? It doesn't mean mark the trail here somewhere in the house. And that's it for the box. A box inside a box. So anyway, welcome back to Sheepy Hollow. We have 141 subscribers. Ooh, that. Battery. Cloth. Another battery. So let's. Got a charger here already. So I'll have. Hey, what are you doing? Pushing the printer off the freaking table again. Don't do that. What are you doing there, pal? What do you want? You want to go out? Huh? My wife can have all these little bags. So these cameras work pretty good. I've been using them since early last summer, late springish or so. And the reason why I've got 3 of them is because I broke the bottom, which was not really the company's problem. Alright, make sure that we don't screw. There, my wife can have that. That. See, there's something different in the box here. No. I need this. And alright, what do we got here? Just a bunch of. Oh, I could probably try this again. What do you want? I got one passed out on the floor, and one just kind of lurking around. I've had to start using this little gizmo, which allows me to stick the memory cards in it, and I stick it into the top of the computer because I noticed that this wire wasn't making a very good connection. So maybe what we'll do is we'll try a new one. And see if there's any difference. And I have a memory card coming, and that should be here in a week. Alright, what we got one here? There's one there. Oh, it's up there. Okay. So we'll just put all this gizmo away, because we don't need any of it. We got the batteries. That's another remote that never really worked. New bag for Mom. Actually, I should just take these bags out of here. Let's have a look, see here. This is full of camera odds and ends. And I bought this extra. There's like 150 pieces in here. And it's 150 pieces more than I need. Because you don't need all these bits, actually. I suppose it's good to have them. This is what you call a professional unboxing. See if I can get some of these up. Of course, I got fingers the size of dill pickles. What'd you want? You want to go out? Well, just tell me. And I've managed to figure out, here's the little tripod. I need to get a better one of these things because it's not exactly holding up very well. And this is probably like a $5 version of the Gorilla one. I'd like one of them someday. But it's not in the financial that's an extra one of those. I don't use that. I would like to get it to work, but I'm a little slow on that. I never made a video yesterday. I was starting to, and the video I was making was putting one of those steel racks that Costco sells together, and everything was going pretty good, and I asked my wife if she'd help me, and then it kind of went south from there. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting a box to put on top of the shelf. Then when I put the next shelf on, trying to get the rack on it, I'll show you after maybe. It would balance the rack, and I didn't need her hands to help hold it because she didn't have the strength to unjar it, because when it slides down on the poles, it would twist and it would get hung up. So anyway, I went out in the garage in the old lawnmower cart. It's where I keep all the cardboard and boxes and that for excuse me. I sold my mountain bike, so here's the clamp that goes on it. So I don't have a mountain bike no more. There, my wife can have that box with the little bags. Recycle. And another bag I don't go into. That's in there. Alright, let's get rid of that. There. And let's get back to this one. Well, that'll work. A box in a box in a box. I'll just burn it to hell with it. Okay, so on the back of this thing, it's got a solid piece. Okay? And I replace it with the one that comes in this bag. Because it's see-through. Okay? So it has some protection. Here, put that there. Now. So it has some protection against the weather and all that kind of stuff. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. So that just goes like that, and then I can get access to the panel on the back of this thing. Before you get started, alright. Well, that worked out good. Pull the label off. There's one in the front. One in the back. And I need to stick a battery in there. And what happened is I broke this out here on that tripod right there. I screwed it on too tight. It cracked it a little bit, but when it fell off the fridge, it was sitting on one of these things, and when it fell off, it totally broke the bottom of it, and to the point where I couldn't fix it. So I made a review on this camera and just told them to beef the bottom of this thing up. There's no way that, why not put something a little bit more robust on the bottom here, because all that force is on this little screw part in here, and it's easy to break this. So if they put a little metal plate in along the bottom of here, it would really beef it up, and he probably wouldn't break any more of these things. Now, I need a memory card so we can test it out. Memory cards are easy. They just pop in and you pull them out. And I got my son to get me another one, which is even faster than this one. It's about twice as fast. So when you put the in, you got to give it that little extra shove, and then it seats itself inside there. It's kind of like a SIM card in a way. So now this camera is ready to go, and that's what I'm talking about on the bottom there. That's the very first camera I bought. So now we got 3 of these guys on the go. And that locks that all together. To start it up, you push this button in the front, you hold it in for 4 seconds, the power comes on, and then you have to set it up so that it's you got the right resolutions and everything. So it's 4K 30 frames. Image stabilization is on. Drive mode, no. Video scene mode. Alright, and I got it on winter now. I don't really understand what it means, but we do have some options. We got riding, water, manual, driving, and night. And I'm just trying to find the best resolution for recording all of this stuff. So we'll go in here. It's already in English. Come on. Format the card. Yes. And I know there's nothing on it because I take everything off of it all the time. Now there was something else. Let's see here what we got here. Wind noise. Okay, so let's go find that. Wind noise reduction on. And we're quite lucky that all the videos that I take, we don't hear hardly any noise on it. And the angle is wide. So this guy's ready to roll. Okay, so we'll just shut it off. You kill the power on the front again. And to start the video, to record, you just press that once on the top. So I leave it like this, and it works the very best. And I probably want to take the plastic off the front of this one. Alrighty, on. Now the geothermal guys are coming tomorrow to see if they can fix it, and I sure hope they do. So there's camera 1. Now once I get the other one, I'll stick the memory card in here. And then I'll have 3 memory cards and 3 cameras to record all the videos that I make. Now, I'll be right back. We'll just get rid of this stuff. what's out there. Hello, Storm. So let's see here. So that's the video, how we, the camera I use. And it's not a cheap camera, but it's not the most expensive one you can buy either. I can't afford the GoPro at $800 or whatever they are. So, why don't you come over here? Come here. Let's show these people what kind of pretty dog you are. There. Okay. You let me touch your eyes and get rid of the crap. And we got some snow today. The wife's gone to get her nails done, her feet done, or whatever it is that they do, and have some talking. Oh, what do you want? Ice, come here. Come see Dad. Okay. I got one crying. The coat on these guys. This guy's got some really soft coat. It won't be long before they start shedding. My wife's got an old pillowcase full of all the old hair. And when we get it nice and packed in there, I think we're going to send it off to Nova Scotia or Prince Edward Island. What they do is they wash it and turn it into wool or yarn, and then my wife's going to make something from it. Come here, Ice. Come see. It's okay, it's okay. Come here. Come see. Ice is on the left, Storm is on the right. What's out there? Come here, Ice. Come here, Storm. Over here. I want to get your picture of your face. You got a different face on you, don't you? Ice has got the head of a Newfoundland, and he looks like his dad, Noah, and Storm looks like his mother, Sophie. Lately, in the last 6 months, 9 months, Ice has been growing a set of balls. He'll argue and tell Storm off, but he backs down immediately as soon as Storm comes in. Storm growled at me the other day when I was lugging wood in to the garage. He decided that that piece of wood that he had in his mouth was his, and he turned around and snarled at me. And a piece of wood is not worth... Hey, over here. Come here, boys. Come here. Come on. Piece of wood is not worth freaking getting in a bad feeling with the dog. He's sorry afterwards because he knows he's not supposed to do that, but he'll still do it anyway. If he puts this Storm here, and if he puts something in his mouth, it's his. He takes immediate possession of it. Now if you look at this guy, he's got a different face than the other one. And this guy's really smart. He's super protective. We had a young fella, come here, Ice, come here. Come on, get your head over here, come on. We had a young fella come over here giving us a hand. He was doing the bushwhacking the big fields out here. And he put his hand up towards my shoulder, and Storm was sitting by us, and he snarled at him right away. And Jody pulled his hand back real quick. Hey. There you go. What do you say for yourselves, boys? Want to go see Sammy? Is Sammy out there? Sammy's the squirrel. And that's the most entertaining thing for these two guys. Ice doesn't like this floor in here. It's kind of like as if he was walking on thin ice where the ice moves. He's really careful when he walks across the floor here. But Storm, he's not afraid of too much. Except for maybe the thunder. And then Ice, you think he'd be the, look at this. They just love their butts rubbed. Me too. If there's any takers out there. So anyway, I guess that's it for today. I wanted to share the building of the rack for you, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, watch out. Watch out. Come on. Come on. Move. There we go. This is the rack right here. Whoops. So what I ended up doing after it fell apart with my assistant, I ended up going out and I got a milk bone box, and when it was tipped up on its side, it was high enough to hold the rack just high enough out of the way that I could manipulate these little clips that had to go in here first, and then I managed to get it all together. The only thing I goofed up on, and I might change it today, there's a locking wheel there on the back corner, and I got one on the other side here. So all I have to do is lift it up a little bit on one side, enough to get it unthreaded, and then I'll swap those wheels around. I don't want to say anything to my wife, because if I do, well, here's the clips here. If I say something to her, it's a never-ending story. So these two clips fit together. Around the pole, and it's got these little grooves cut in it. Which keeps it from sliding. And if it's not in the groove, it'll go up and down. But there's a real fine groove in here. You can probably see the line in this camera. So that's the end of that. Thanks for coming along. Here, we can do it like this then. Thanks for coming along. It's cold in here, that's why I threw my vest on, just to try to get a little extra heat. And I got the freaking fireplace there just cranking. So, anyway, I gotta go. And I gotta do some wood lugging and that, and you don't want to see that. So, have a nice day. Thanks for coming along. Well, turn off, you bugger. Oh.